Some of her stamps are, I wanted to show you, so hopefully I'm getting this without too much crinkling and too much glare. But her stamp sets are Studio 490 again, and her name is Wendy Vecchi. This is just an idea of some of the stamps. This is the back side. It's actually a piece of laminate board, and there's actually the holes. And she makes a book so you can actually buy these and put all these in a book so you can keep them all together. Here's another one that I did. I thought it was really a cute set. I also like it because she gives you lots of ideas using that stamp set. There's always different ideas and different products that you can do. And then the other thing I wanted to show you is that she makes, she was showing us how Tim Holtz makes this grunge paper. And I've used grunge board for a lot of years, but I didn't know about grunge paper. So I want to show you from the side. It's, I want to say maybe there's 6 sheets in this package. And normal grunge board is probably maybe about half of this in thickness, but this is a lot thinner. I mean, it's literally just like a piece of paper. So you can, oh my gosh, you can ink on it, you can sew on it, you can send it through your different cutting machines. I think this actually goes through the Cricut. I know it goes through a Big Shot, so I just think this is great stuff. I can't say enough, and it comes in different sizes. I can't remember what size this one is. But I know it actually comes in 12 by 12 sheets too. So here's a little sample. When you get anything with grunge board, you always get a little sample on the outside. I want to show you some of the new inks that I got. This was a really nice one. It's called Wild Honey. It has a little bit of orange color in it, so I really like that. One of the colors that we used a lot during the class was this Rusty Hinge, and that's what most of these flowers are. So that was a great color. I'm so glad she showed us that. Stormy Sky was another one. The colors look so different on the container than what they actually come out on the product. So I was glad that I found that one. But this is probably the one that we had. It was like the best find I could have seen. One of my friends that was on the class with me, we both looked at this and said, oh my gosh, I would have never picked this color up. Because if you look at it, the color on this box is just, ugh, it's just really ugly. But when we used it, it was like, it was great. I mean, it's just like a great color, and I just kept saying to her, I'm so glad you showed us that color, because I probably would have never picked it up before. It kind of, when I looked at this, it kind of reminded me of the old army colors or something, so I don't know. I would have not gotten it otherwise, so I'm glad she showed us. The other thing is I'm sure this one's been out for a while, the fire brick, but she showed us a couple different things of how to use it in different strengths, so it looks better. One of the other things I have is, I think a lot of people probably use this, but it's a zip dry paper glue. I've used it when I was using chipboard, and I like it for paper because it doesn't, I like to put it down on the chipboard and then put paper on top of it. And she was actually sharing a thing with us. If you wanted to use that, you could actually use your brayer after you put it down and then brayer over it so that the paper lays nicely and there's no bubbles. I love this because it dries very quickly, and it just really holds. I mean, there's nothing on this book that's ever going to go. There's nothing that's going to come apart. I mean, it's just really on there. I mean, she just really talked about that, so I'm glad I got to use that. But I will tell you that if you're using this in the house, I suggest you have a fan or something going, because after about a half hour in the class, this smell and the grunge board really gives you a headache. So I will recommend that. Here's the distress stickles. I'm sure you have lots of distress stickles, but this is one of my favorite, the rock candy. I think I have 3 or 4 different ones of these, of just the rock candy. I have them all over so that if I need to use it, I don't have to search. I mean, there's one everywhere. I bet a lot of people have this. This is like the koi scissors, I believe they're called. This is for cutting unmounted stamps, so if you have stamps you can cut yourself. This is great. It is great for cutting grunge board, the thicker and the thin. It just really is a wonderful thing. It went through everything like butter, so if you don't have these, you should really pick these up. She talked about a lot of Tim Holtz products and Ranger because Wendy Vecchi is one of the senior designers for Ranger. So she goes all over the United States teaching classes, and she's on Tim Holtz's design team. So she just really has some great tips and hints. So just learning to distress the edges and the tips and stuff like that of your products just gives it such a finished look. So if you can, I would suggest picking one of these up because it is excellent for doing that. She showed us a different, like, how to use a lot of different embellishments and stuff. Again, I have lots of Tim Holtz products. I have a whole drawer full of these, so I just grabbed one out real quick so I could show you. But all these products can be distressed with the inks. They can be distressed with the sanding thing. They can also take ink like straight from the refill bottle, and they also take stickles. So any of those products, I mean, that I think that's fabulous. And let me show you one other thing. I've had this spinner for probably 10 years now, and it's great to hold the distressors on. These are the ink, I keep forgetting what they're called, but they actually hold these little pads. So you buy these foam pads, you can actually buy them in a package cut like this already, or you can buy a whole sheet of them in different sizes and then cut the different sizes that you want. I have quite a few here that I take them on and off. I think I have 3, so I switch them around, but I'd like to buy one for each color so that I don't have to keep switching them. But they're really easy to use. And the other one is you to make sure you don't use the felt. These are the felt pads. The felt pads are used when you use the refill inks or any type of alcohol inks, and you use it on like glossy paper because they work well with the inks then. So when you distress with the distress pads, you use the foam. When you use the refills, you use the felt. I've seen this in a few people that I know and follow on blogs, like Jennifer McGuire. She has this, and I think what they do is they take this top part out and you can stack several of them on top of each other. So I found mine on eBay, I want to say, but I know there's several craft companies that sell them, so this is a great way to hold the different holders like that. So hopefully that helped you. I'm glad I could come today and show this to you. I hope you enjoyed it. If you make anything with distressed papers and distressed chipboard and grunge board and all that, send me a link or leave a link in one of the comments so I can just pop over and see what you've done. I really enjoy it. I hope you enjoyed this. I will see you soon. Bye.